Well, he just got his echo. Hello. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. I have a somewhat of a surgery update for you. So I actually started recording last week. It's been almost a week tomorrow, since Sebastian's heart surgery 6-month follow-up. And we went into the appointment expecting one thing and left with news we weren't expecting, I guess you can say. It's not that we weren't expecting it. The appointment just didn't go in the direction I nor his cardiologist thought it would. So it's taken me a couple of days to kind of like digest that, and I'm going to tell you why. But it's taken me a couple of days to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to process that information and how to keep Sebastian comfortable moving forward. So let me just give you a little bit of like very quick back history. 6 months ago in March of 2022, Sebastian went to the cardiologist and there was a change in his heart from what it looked like the previous year, which is what we were expecting. At that time in March, his heart had moved from moderate to severe, meaning surgery soon. But it was still not that bad, so we followed up in 6 months, which was our appointment last week. Now, the last 2 or 3 weeks, Sebastian has been very, very irritable. I mean, if he is awake, he is crabby. You can probably hear him in the background. It's exhausting for him. It's exhausting for me. I don't know what he needs. It's a lot. The last few weeks have been a lot. So going into this appointment this week, both myself, his dad, and his doctor assumed we're going to look at these scans and it's going to be time to schedule surgery. I went into this appointment last week expecting to leave with the surgery date because that's how big the change in Sebastian's behavior and temperament and comfortability has been the last 2 weeks. However, the scans that he got this last week were so similar to the ones that he got 6 months ago that there technically isn't that big enough of a change to start thinking about surgical intervention. However, doctors have to look at both the numbers and the patient. So last week he got his echocardiogram, which is, the ultrasound of the heart, and he got an EKG. So even though the numbers, meaning the scans and all of that hasn't changed since his last appointment 6 months ago, Sebastian has changed significantly. Typically, he's a very, very happy kid. He's very comfortable. And the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's like a totally different kid. He's not my child that I recognize, which has been really hard. It's hard because as his mom, I feel like for once, I don't know what he needs. If there's a change in his personality because heart surgery is soon, but not yet, there's nothing I can really do but hug him and love him and try to comfort him, right? And then it's hard for me because I know that he's not feeling well, but he can't tell me what he needs for me to help him feel better. So that's why this appointment was a little bit harder, because I don't want to rush him into surgery. But if that's the problem, if that's why he's so stressed out, I would rather just get the surgery done, right? I don't want to see him in the hospital and I don't want him to go through that recovery process. But if that's what he needs right now, I would rather him just get the surgery. And unfortunately, the numbers that we saw this last week don't really point to that yet. So what happens next is on Wednesdays at our local hospital, a panel of doctors meet. It's a bunch of different doctors. I don't know how many exactly. It could be 10, it could be 40. Some of them Zoom in, some of them are in person. And basically all the doctors meet and they discuss their patients and get all the other doctors to look at the information, and they all make a decision. So Sebastian's case is being presented tonight to the panel. They're going to show all of his scans leading up, the past couple of years up until this week. They're going to talk about his behavior changes, and they're all going to make a decision together whether or not, he's still on the lower end of severe, but if his temperament has changed that much, let's go ahead and book surgery. So I should hear back from his cardiologist tomorrow. When I say that the appointment didn't go the way we expected, it's because as his mom, the change in his behavior made me feel like, wow, like it is time for surgery. This kid is exhausted. He's only awake 5 hours a day. And when he is awake, he's crabby. You know, I'm thinking, all right, let's do this. You know, let's get the surgery so I can recognize my kid again. The appointment was a blessing. It's a blessing that Sebastian's heart isn't in a severe state and you know, he's suffering. That is a blessing that we didn't have to rush into surgery next week. But it's also hard because it just means that he's going to be in this temperament until it is time for surgery. And I'm not so much as concerned about me being as exhausted as I am. I just want him to be comfortable. And I feel like he's going to be a little less comfortable for a little longer now. But that's okay. We trust his doctors. They've been his doctors since he was a newborn, and he's always thrown them for loops, and he's always been a mystery case, and nobody really knew. And still, you know, we take very high precautions with Sebastian. So all of that to say, we're not at a dead end. And even if we don't have surgery for a couple more months, it's okay. I'm going to figure out what it is Sebastian needs just by trial and error. I'm going to do my best to just keep him comfortable until it is time to have surgery. And hopefully the surgery is what he needs, and hopefully after he has the surgery, he will feel better. That really is the big surgery update, and just a testament to what raising a special needs child looks at. You never know what's gonna come next. You can plan for one thing and then something else comes up, or something changes, or nothing changes, and that's just kind of how it is. The one thing we are really thankful for is Sebastian's team of doctors. We trust them, and we're gonna wait to hear from them, and like I said earlier, in the meantime, we're just gonna keep him comfortable. And I know you're all here to see him, so let me grab him. Give me a second. Mister? Hello? It's only 3:45 and he's already trying to go to sleep. He doesn't sleep until 6:30 and it's 4. That's how it's been the last 2 weeks. I can't even keep this kid awake. Hey. Hi. What are you doing? If I get snuggles... Yes, I'm wearing pants. They're just shorts. This is what our days look like most days nowadays. I do, unfortunately for him, because he's so tired, I do have to go to the grocery store. So I'm gonna pack us up. I don't think I've ever taken you guys like to the grocery store with us. Not that it's a big deal, but it does look a little different for us because Sebastian doesn't fit in any of the seats or anything. So we kind of bring his own little seat, and everybody at the local grocery stores knows us, and they always ask how he's doing. I probably won't record like other people in the store, but I'll at least give you a cute little snippet of what he looks like in his chair. So we're gonna run to the grocery store, and then we'll see where we're at, what time it is then, and I'll close out this video. We gotta go to the store, okay? I love you so much. Oh, and after Sebastian's big cardiology follow-up last week, he did get a sweet treat for being such a brave boy. He didn't cry, he didn't complain, he was still for the scan of his heart. He was such a good boy. We got him a chocolate sprinkled donut, so I'm gonna insert that clip next so you could just see how cute he is, and while you're watching that, we're gonna be driving to the store. That's for you. Here, try. Yeah. Good job. It's chocolate. One more? You gonna open up. You gotta get a little bite out of that frosting. Come on. Try it. Open up. Good job. It's chocolate. Sebastian is still in the car. But if you know what this is, then you know where I'm going. Any guesses? Normally kid Sebastian's age would sit in these seats, but that doesn't work for him, so he's got his own chair, right? Can you guess what I'm making? Making unstuffed peppers. Instead of like chicken stuffed peppers, I'm gonna make it all unstuffed in one meal. Good job, little man. It's a downside and a plus side to how calm he is these days. Yeah. Makes me sad that he's so calm and quiet, but I'd rather him be calm and quiet than complaining. You ready? Get my quarterback. Thank you. My nails are too long. We just got home. Shopping with a toddler, no matter special needs or a typical child, just never is easy. Anyway, I've been recording for 5 years, right? But recording in public never gets any less awkward. I feel like a weirdo. I feel like everyone is looking at me. Hello, Nala. So I stopped recording what I was saying in the grocery store, but what I'm cooking for dinner is, it's like stuffed peppers. You know, when you have a bell pepper and you stuff it with meat, you put cheese on it and you put it in the oven or the air fryer. I'm making that just unstuffed. So the meat is gonna be all prepped and seasoned and cooked on the side, and then the peppers are gonna be served as a side with like cilantro lime rice. So that's what we're having for dinner. I'm not gonna prep it on camera because I don't want this video to be too long. But if you guys would like a once a week video with me and Sebastian cooking or something, let me know, because I'm cooking all the time. So if you want to join us sometime, let me know if you'd be interested in that. Anyway, it is 5:30, which means Sebastian is going to want to be going to bed very soon. So I'm going to get his medication, his seizure medication ready. I'm going to administer that. Nala's making some weird noises in the background. I'm gonna get his medicine ready, get his dinner ready, his milk feed, change his clothes, wash his face, brush his teeth. I'm gonna do all of that really quickly and then put him in bed, and then I'm gonna cook. Nala, what are you saying? Hello? Is it time for bed? Yeah, it's time for bed? It's okay. It's okay. You got your medicine? You want to go get your jammies? New jammies that don't have saliva all over them? Okay. Safe to say it's bedtime. So I'm going to get him in bed. I just wanted to give a quick thank you. We've had a lot of people reach out to us, a lot of people in the comments, some messages on Instagram, just checking in on us, and it really does mean a lot. It can get pretty lonely, just having a medically fragile kid, you know. Your main priority is your child, and everything in between just kind of gets blurred along the way. So I just wanted to thank you guys for checking in, and I will have an update hopefully tomorrow on whether or not we're gonna wait or we are gonna do surgery. That's Nala in the background imitating Sebastian's feeding pump. Yeah, she's picked up on that one, which is great. But I will have an update soon, and I will make another video. And we also have some exciting news outside of anything medical, so stay tuned for that. Say good night. Love you guys.